The forest of ancient Europe hums with life. Insects buzz above ferns, small reptiles dart across the leaf litter, and strange reptilian creatures glide from branch to branch. Then, from the shadows of a ginkgo tree, something extraordinary takes flight, not quite reptile, not quite bird. Its wings beat clumsily, feathers shimmer in the sunlight, and it lands with a soft thud on a mossy branch. This is Archaeopteryx, the first bird, the bridge between earth and sky, between dinosaurs and everything that would one day soar. The name Archaeopteryx means ancient wing, from the Greek archaios, ancient, and pteryx, feather or wing. It lived about 150 million years ago during the late Jurassic period, in what is now southern Germany, a warm, tropical region of islands and lagoons. Its discovery forever changed science, proving that birds evolved directly from dinosaurs. Archaeopteryx was small, delicate, and elegant, about the size of a magpie, with a wingspan of 50 centimeters, 20 inches, and weighing roughly half a kilogram, 1 pound. Yet, despite its size, it possessed a mosaic of features that made it one of the most important fossils ever found. It had feathers identical to those of modern birds, perfectly adapted for flight, with asymmetrical veins that generated lift. But beneath that plumage lay the unmistakable skeleton of a small theropod dinosaur, complete with teeth, claws on its wings, and a long bony tail. Its hands had 3 curved claws capable of grasping branches or prey, and its jawline was armed with tiny, serrated teeth, a reminder of its reptilian ancestry. Its body combined avian grace with dinosaurian power. The lightweight bones, keeled sternum, and strong pectoral muscles enabled gliding and short bursts of powered flight. It could likely launch itself from tree branches, flap across short distances, and steer through dense forests, using its feathered tail as a stabilizer. Archaeopteryx's discovery bridged 2 worlds, that of the ancient reptiles and the modern birds. It wasn't just a transitional fossil. It was a living testament to evolution itself, captured forever in stone. Archaeopteryx lived in a world teeming with both danger and opportunity. The Jurassic archipelago of Europe was a patchwork of islands surrounded by warm, shallow seas, dotted with coral reefs and lush forests. It shared this environment with small dinosaurs, such as Compsognathus, early mammals, insects, and reptiles that glided through the trees. To survive, Archaeopteryx needed intelligence, agility, and speed, and it had all 3. Its brain was relatively large for its body size, with well-developed regions for vision, balance, and motor coordination. Studies of fossilized brain cases show that Archaeopteryx had a structure nearly identical to that of modern birds, including an advanced cerebellum that controlled flight-related movement. It could process rapid changes in wind and motion, allowing it to adjust its wings mid the mental precision of a true flyer. In terms of behavior, Archaeopteryx was likely both predator and opportunist. Its teeth and claws suggest it hunted small lizards, insects, and amphibians, leaping from branches to seize its prey with quick, snatching strikes. Its flight was not sustained like that of eagles or hawks, but rather a series of short glides between perches, more like a pheasant or a flying squirrel. Its temperament was cautious and alert, tuned to both the rhythm of the forest and the threat of predators below. On the ground, it was vulnerable to small theropods and other carnivores, but in the trees, its feathers gave it a distinct advantage, the power of escape. It could use its feathered wings and legs to ascend into low branches where it would rest, preen, or scan the surroundings for food. Archaeopteryx's feathers were a marvel of early evolution. They were not just for flight but also for insulation, camouflage, and display. Some fossils even preserve evidence of pigment structures, suggesting its plumage shimmered with iridescent black or dark blue hues, similar to the feathers of modern crows or starlings. To see it in life would have been breathtaking, a shimmering, reptilian bird gliding through the dappled light of a Jurassic forest. In evolutionary terms, Archaeopteryx occupied a critical position. It belonged to a group known as Avialae, the earliest lineage of true birds, directly descended from small, agile theropods like Velociraptor and Deinonychus. It carried within its fragile frame the blueprint for all future avian life. Every sparrow, eagle, and hummingbird owes part of its lineage to this single feathered pioneer. Like modern birds, Archaeopteryx reproduced through egg-laying, though its nesting behavior remains a mystery. It likely built simple ground nests or shallow scrapes, where females laid small leathery eggs that were carefully guarded until hatching. The hatchlings were probably precocial, born with feathers and capable of limited movement shortly after emerging. Within weeks, they would begin testing their wings, fluttering between branches as they learned to balance and glide. Its life cycle must have been short and intense. In a world of predators and fragile ecosystems, speed of growth was essential. Juveniles matured rapidly, reaching adult size within their first year. Their survival depended on agility, awareness, and the ability to take to the air before being hunted by faster, stronger ground predators. Archaeopteryx lived during a relatively brief moment in Earth's history, roughly 150 million years ago at the close of the Jurassic. As environments changed and new species evolved, it eventually disappeared, replaced by more specialized birds capable of sustained flight. Yet its influence never faded. It represents not just a creature, but a transformation, the moment when Earth's beasts first claimed the sky. The story of Archaeopteryx began in 1861, when a single feather was discovered in the limestone quarries of Solnhofen, Germany. Shortly afterward, a nearly complete skeleton was unearthed, showing the impossible, a dinosaur with feathers. This fossil became a scientific revelation, directly supporting Charles Darwin's theory of evolution, published just 2 years earlier. It proved that birds were not a separate creation, but the living descendants of dinosaurs. Over time, more specimens were found, 11 in total, each revealing new details, feather imprints, claw curvature, even impressions of its delicate tail feathers. These fossils remain among the most valuable in the world, displayed in museums as timeless symbols of discovery and the unity of life through evolution. Archaeopteryx was the first dream of flight, the spark that began an unbroken lineage stretching from the Jurassic sky to the modern world. It reminds us that every bird we see today, from a soaring eagle to a hummingbird in a garden, carries within it the story of this ancient pioneer. So imagine a quiet morning 150 million years ago. The first rays of sunlight filtering through prehistoric trees, a flash of feathers gliding between branches and a cry echoing above the lagoon. That was Archaeopteryx, the creature that taught the world how to fly. If you enjoyed this video, subscribe to the channel, leave your like, comment what you like the most, and share it with someone who needs to hear this too.